Hi there! Hi everyone! Today I'm opening up and checking out a special box from Kikagoods. It's the Pass in Sicily MJD series by JIDONGSHUNXI. I've been wanting to order these since I first saw pics on Instagram. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be keeping all 4 for myself, as I mainly wanted 2 of them and a friend wanted the other 2, so we're splitting the set. So I'll only be taking an in-depth look at 2 of them. So I pre-ordered the set of 4 from Kikagoods, so I got some extra stuff, which came packaged separately in plastic baggies. So starting with the outer box. The box is mainly black and we have illustrations of all the possible dolls and the chances of getting them on the front, as well as the series logo. On top, it's a very intricately detailed with a close-up of Marcello's illustration. Also, Mafia written in white. I honestly had a feeling there was some connection with the character styles, nicknames, whatever, but no promotional material mentioned anything. So yeah. The entire box can be opened along the perforated edges and the top can be folded to make a nice display for when in store. The sides of the box are mostly blank, with one side having some QR codes. The back of the box has some warnings and info in both Chinese and English. Funny that there are 2 age ratings that are completely different ages. There's also a holographic sticker for authenticity. Opening the box, we have 4 smaller boxes. Though I have to say they are smaller than I expected. I'll take a closer look at the boxes themselves later. Since I'm sending 2 of them off to someone else, and I don't like damaging boxes with the pull tabs, I'll be opening them from the bottom. The first one is Eduardo, one of the 2 for my friend. His bio says he's a Labrador, but my sister says he looks like more like a yipper type doggy. He has a lot of plastic accessories and I adored the jewelry piece on his neck piece. Next was Federico, one of the ones I'm keeping. He's a border collie. Third was Marcello, the poster boy. He's another one I'm sending off. He's a Doberman. He comes with a bit less plastic accessories but more fabric pieces. Lastly, Luciano, who I'm planning to keep, and my original plan for him was to customize him. Now onto the extras. A body, 4 Nendoroid head adapter neck pieces, for if you want to put a Nendoroid head on the body. I don't like Nendoroids, so not an option for me. 4 unpainted faces with eyes, and then 4 faces that are painted, and they belong to each of the 4 characters I got in my box. So I'll pair them up with the dolls. And lastly, 4 random extra hair sets. of Luciano, Federico, Marcello, and Michaela. Michaela being the priest-looking guy, which neither me or my friend were interested in. Otherwise, we'd have gone for the all-in option on Kikagoods and got him and more extras. But yeah, we weren't interested. So that's the basic introduction, and we'll now take a closer look at everything. Starting with the extras. First we have the body. It's pretty hefty and it stands once I get the feet properly aligned at 17 centimeters just below the neck joint, well, where the head would be. So there's a ball joint at the head, a hinge at the shoulder, can turn all around, up and down. We have a double jointed elbow, although the elbow piece is very tiny and looks a slight bit awkward when the arm is bent. In the wrist we have a ball peg, ball hinge, all the way back, all the way forward. And torso is on the ball joint, all the way forward. That's a lot of slouch, all the way back. We do have some side to side, and we can twist all around. The thigh can go that far forward initially and not back at all. Apparently you can pull the thigh out a bit to get a greater range of motion. There. Double jointed knees, and we do have a bit of a thigh swivel because of that joint you can pull out, and a bit of a split. Once again, pulling out for a bit more range. The ankle is once again on a ball hinge, so all the way back, all the way forward, rotation at the ankle and rotation at the foot. And we have a hinge toe joint, all the way forwards and all the way back. So pretty posable. Some of the first extras. We have 4 of these, and this is an adapter peg for an Android head. For if you want an Android head on this body. I've seen a lot of dolls use Android, similar style heads as Android heads, so you can probably do that. Anyway, we have 4 of them. Next we have 4 sets of blank faces, and along with the blank faces are blank eye chips. Okay. Need a tiny piece so my camera isn't really focusing. There. With the eye chips, and then we have some clear pieces that go on top. So 4 pairs of eyes and 4 pairs of blank faces. So all of the faces of all the characters are the same sculpt, just painted differently. Two, three, 4. Next up is hair pieces and ears. Okay, so this first one is Luciano's. They are a bit misshapen. so you have to use a bit of force to get it in. And these extra earpieces do come with extra ears. And for Luciano we have his mic. So the next earpiece I got was Michaela's, the Feasts for the Hidden. His ears do look about the same as Luciano's. Let's check. Okay, Luciano's ears are a bit different. So that's cool. The hair is in 3 main pieces. And it's once again a bit of a struggle to get them in. But here it is. PVC is slightly flexible. And this part seems to be quite loose. I'm assuming once you have it painted that you're going to glue it in. Next we have Marcelo's hair. So we have the small pieces that go in here. So the plastic is very much worked. I'm probably going to need a hairdryer to fix it up. And these ears are very different from the others. Oh, it seems we have 2 of the same earpiece. And lastly, I got Federico's hair. This here is the simplest hairstyle. It seems... There. I was putting the pieces into the wrong places. And... here are his ears. See, they are different. They look to be about the same as Luciano's. Well, almost the same anyway. They are still quite different. Let's see if there's a similarity with Michaela's. And nope, Michaela's are smaller. So it's surprising to me, all of the ears have completely different sculpts. Okay, so that's it for the extras. So except for the ears of Marcelo, everything looks good. So here we have a Federico and a Luciano. The box is matte and the text, the past in Sicily, is in a slight gloss. We have a picture of Marcelo, a chibi picture of Marcelo. On the other side, the illustrations of the other 4. Bottom, some basic warnings. Top, the past in Sicily, once again in gloss. And we have the pull tab to open the box. And back is just the basic info, and we have a sticker of authenticity. So, starting off with Federico. comes in a blister package with his clothes and information card. Well, product information card. Here we have the measurements of the body. On the other side, just the instructions on how everything works, including the eyes and the posing guide, and I'm not sure what those are. And talking a bit about the wrist joints. So the extra face is something I did get in this packet of other extras. So the doll itself doesn't come with the extra face, which is a bit disappointing. So let's talk about the extra face while we start. Okay, so this is supposed to be these two dolls have inset eyes, and they seem to be either decals or screen printed because the eye paint is a bit grainy. Okay, so Federico has grey eyes and eyebrows. Inside his blister, we have our main doll and a piece of plastic to protect his face from his hair. So here's his normal face. Same grainy eyes, and his hair is a black to grey gradient. And this one expression is more neutral, while the extra expression is a bit more sad, but still very neutral. We have a bunch of extra hands. So 2 holding hands. The sculpting is very nice. And the fingers are all separate. Then we have a special hand. Also nice sculpting. Then we have a V hand, can also double as a holding hand because the fingers are once again sculpted separately. Long, lanky fingers. And then these partially open hands. And all of the dolls do come with these relaxed hands. And here we have a piece which goes into the eyeball, so we can change position of the eye. The other one. Next, for Federico, we have his snake companion. It's painted in a very nice metallic silver. Then we have his shoes. Left and the right, they are soft and rubbery, so it won't be hard to put them on. Next we have his ears, black on the back and grey white on the front, and they are magnetic. Here we go. And lastly we have his character card. It's in a glossy cardboard. If you can see, we have his name. Okay, and the gaze from behind the scenes is effortless. Holding the chess piece and making the move, even in the face of the stormy weather beyond rationality, you are the one who am willing to bestow the brilliant freedom. Okay, so let's put these over here. Well, we take a look at his clothes. So first we have a nice fluffy tail. It does indeed have a wire inside, so you can bend it. Not a very thick wire, but it is there. It's black and white, and then it has an elastic to go around the waist. Next is pants. On one side we have a printed snake, and the other some writing. It is a bit cheap satin. JIDONGSHUNXI. It's a plain cut and Velcro is in the back. We do have a space for the tail just below the Velcro. There. So the legs are a bit long, and the shoes go on pretty easily. Next we have his shirt. We have some faux frock clasps. We have some printed tree details, well, leaves, and this fabric is very much like brocade. We have Velcro in the back. I have to say the shoulders are a bit limited in the flexibility department. I'm assuming we have to remove the hands to make sure they go in properly. The hands do require a lot of force to take off. The shirt does have a pretty tight fit. Next we have the belt. It's once again leaves, this time in yellow, white and brown, printed on some cottony fabric, the Velcro at the back. And then we have a belt in faux leather with a buckle and some chains. Lastly, we have some elastic with some beads. There we have Federico. It's one of the ones I was looking forward to most, so I'm very happy with him. magnets are a bit weak sometimes, but it won't fall off. So Luciano, he has the same box and blister as Federico, so no, nothing new there. The hands and eye mover are exactly the same. And here we have close up of his face. His neutral face has a very strong smile and lovely light blue eyes. His hair is slight greenish color, fading down to a white at the tips. Okay. So first off, we have his extra face, which seems to be a bit more of a shy looking face. Next up we have his shoes, which is once again very flexible. This time we have a cut in the back for easier putting on and taking off. Right and left, and they are boots. Next we have his decorative accessory on his chest, painted nice in silver, a very chrome silver, and looks kind of like a water gauge. We do have the spot that goes around his neck. And his ears. So there's his ears. We do have some white gradient in the front and the same greenish light green color in the back. We do have some gapping on the side, and his mic is just plain black. There's where the magnets go in, and remember to match up this piece with the face, otherwise it's a bit stubborn. That's better. It is a bit difficult to line up all of the holes. And then we have his card. Joy overflows from the stage, with gold powder swirling in the air. The wanton laughter stirs up thousands of emotions. You are invited to join an unrestrained dance. Even the world will submit to this ultimate moment of ecstasy. Okay. Now his clothes. His style is grey, with darker grey at the roots and lighter grey at the tips. His pants. These polycottony type pants. We have some beaded chains at the bottom and a star. That's how they attach to the back. He does have two belts, both made of ribbon. And we open up with Velcro at the back. The fit around the knees is a bit tight, so you have to shimmy the pants a bit. Once again, the pants is a bit long. I'm just playing the automatic focus does its job. There. You see a bit of skin above the boots. Next we have his shirt. It's a soft silky shirt with Velcro in the front. We have a nice big ruffle on the sleeves. And check, they are not elastic. So I will remove his hands. When removing the hands, just pull, don't twist, otherwise you'll damage the joints. Now I have to find the arms end here just before the sleeve, so it's a bit more difficult to get them to the outside. Lastly, we have a fluffy boa. It's really nice and soft. It does shed a bit. Okay, so according to the picture, his shirt is supposed to go into his pants. So let's try to do that. And I'm back, and that looks much better. Now also notice that there are fur stuck in the seams of the tails. So just get a small sharp object and pull that out. And that's Luciano. So here are my two boys, and I'm very happy with them. I was planning to use Luciano for a custom, but I'm quite liking him how he is. So yeah, I'll have to decide on that. But for now, these two boys are staying as is. Luckily I do have a whole extra body and sets of faces and hair pieces if I wanted to use that for the custom. Anyway, I will post a few pictures that I sent to my split partner of the other two that I got for Marcelo and what's his name? Blondie is Eduardo. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, also for some nice pics. Bye.